It's just, I'm so proud of her. She's been through so much. I've watched so much happen in her life and had a front row seat to so much, and I'm so proud of her.
Taylor.
You've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, about 13 years.
OMG besties, grab your iced coffees and get comfortable, because today I'm spilling some scalding hot tea about how Taylor Swift has been silently watching and supporting Selena Gomez through years of Justin Bieber using her for clout. And let me tell you, Taylor knew exactly what was happening long before the rest of us caught on. Let's start with the most telling revelation. In a 2022 Rolling Stone interview, Selena dropped this bombshell that speaks volumes. I never fit in with a cool group of girls that were celebrities. My only friend in the industry really is Taylor Swift. One friend. In an entire industry filled with thousands of celebrities, Selena had exactly one true friend, Taylor Swift. This isn't just sad, it's telling. It shows that Taylor was the only one who was there for Selena without an agenda, without trying to use their friendship for publicity or career advancement. Unlike a certain someone whose name rhymes with Dustin Keeper, Taylor and Selena's friendship goes all the way back to 2008, when they were both dating Jonas Brothers. According to today's friendship timeline, Taylor was with Joe while Selena was seeing Nick. Those relationships fizzled faster than a TikTok trend, but their friendship has stood the test of time for over 15 years. What makes this friendship so powerful is that Taylor has witnessed everything Selena has gone through, including the toxic on-again, off-again relationship with Justin Bieber that spanned from 2010 to 2018. That's 8 years of emotional whiplash. Taylor didn't just hear about it secondhand. She saw the toll it took on Selena firsthand. Listen to how Selena describes Taylor's support during this tumultuous time.
Amazing. She was frustrated when I was frustrated. She was sad when I was sad. But more than anything, my friends stood by my side. When I think they visibly saw me in so much pain. They never stopped loving me. Down to my friends back home, my family, my papa crying, saying, I hate that you went through what you went through. It breaks my heart, but I'm so proud of you.
They visibly saw me in so much pain. That's the key phrase right there. Taylor wasn't just hearing about Justin's manipulation through text messages or phone calls. She was witnessing it with her own eyes, seeing her best friend broken by a relationship that always seemed to benefit Justin's career more than Selena's. Selena's mother, Mandy Teefee, confirmed just how solid Taylor and Selena's friendship is in an ET Live interview.
We were actually there Friday night.
Oh,
We were there Friday night, and so what I love about that friendship is it's so solid, and with Taylor, I feel like they can tell each other anything, and like it will be an honest, like in your best interest kind of relationship.
An honest, in your best interest kind of relationship. That's Mama Teefee basically confirming that Taylor was the one telling Selena the hard truths about Justin that everyone else was too afraid to say. When everyone around Selena was enabling the toxic relationship because it generated headlines and publicity, Taylor was the one saying, "Girl, he's using you." Remember that iconic moment at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards when cameras caught Taylor visibly gagging after seeing Selena and Justin share a quick kiss backstage? That wasn't just petty drama. That was the reaction of someone who knew exactly what was happening behind closed doors. Taylor couldn't even fake being happy about it because she knew how damaging this relationship was to her best friend. One of the most telling aspects of Taylor and Selena's friendship is how they support each other's music. Selena values Taylor's honesty above all else.
You know, with Taylor, I value her opinion so much, but because she's super honest. So I always played her off any of my albums, like the top 2 that I like to see, like what she thinks.
I was gonna ask if you had sent before.
Yeah, and she's, like done the same. I would never be like, that's a terrible song, because she's so freaking good. But she definitely will say like, yeah, that one's okay, but I think that one's good. And I was like, it's just like it's very helpful is what I'll say, and I love people who are honest. And
this honesty extended to Selena's breakup anthem, "Lose You to Love Me," widely understood to be about her final breakup with Justin. When Selena played this song for Taylor, the reaction was pure emotion.
But then there are other knockouts, like when I played her "Lose You to Love Me" before it came out, she and her amazing mom started crying, and then I started crying. You know, it's very sweet.
Why were they crying? Because they knew. They knew the emotional abuse Selena had endured. They knew how Justin had used her for publicity and career rehabilitation whenever he needed it. And they knew this song represented Selena finally breaking free from that toxic cycle. It wasn't just about a breakup. It was about escaping a relationship that had been used to boost Justin's relevance for years. Now, let's look at the patterns Taylor would have noticed throughout Selena and Justin's relationship. Justin and Selena's timeline, as documented by People magazine, magazine shows some very suspicious coincidences when you overlay it with Justin's career moves. Whenever Justin's reputation was flatlining or he had new music to promote, boom. Suddenly, he'd remember how much he loved Selena. Taylor, being the marketing genius behind Easter eggs and carefully calculated releases, would have seen through this strategy immediately. Take November 2015, for example. Justin was dropping his Purpose album, which was supposed to be his big redemption arc after years of bad behavior. Just weeks before the album release, guess who was suddenly back in the picture? Selena. That's not love, that's strategy. Then in 2017, when Justin was trying to rebrand as a mature Christian boy after his bad boy era failed spectacularly, who reappeared in his Instagram stories? Selena, People magazine caught. Them at church together, looking all wholesome and reformed. How convenient that Justin found Jesus and Selena in the same week. But perhaps the most damning evidence of Justin using Selena came in January 2020, when Selena gave an interview to NPR about her song, Lose You to Love Me. When asked if the relationship had been difficult, Selena said, "It's dangerous to stay in a victim mentality, and I'm not being disrespectful. I do feel I was a victim to certain abuse." The interviewer then asked, "You mean emotional abuse?" "Yes, and I think that it's something that I had to find a way to understand it as an adult, and I had to understand the choices I was making." This admission of emotional abuse is huge, especially coming from someone who had previously been reluctant to speak negatively about Justin, and who was there when Selena was writing and recording the song about this abuse, Taylor Swift. During this whole Selena saga, Taylor was watching her best friend being used as a publicity tool and career rehabilitation strategy whenever Justin needed a boost, and she was there picking up the pieces when he would discard Selena once he got what he needed. Meanwhile, what was happening to Selena's health? She was diagnosed with lupus in 2013, underwent chemotherapy in 2014, and needed a kidney transplant in 2017. Women's Health detailed how serious these conditions were. We're talking life-threatening illness, not just feeling under the weather. And where was Justin during these literal battles for her life? Nowhere to be found until he needed a redemption narrative or a career boost. But Taylor, she was there consistently, checking in, showing up, being a real friend. After Selena's treatment for mental health issues in 2019, Entertainment Tonight reported that Taylor was a constant source of comfort for her. While Justin was busy planning his wedding with Hailey, Taylor was making sure Selena was okay. That's the difference between someone who uses you and someone who truly cares. Speaking of Hailey, let's talk about the suspicious timeline of Justin and Hailey's relationship. Justin and Selena broke up for the final time in May 2018. By July 2018, just 2 months later, Justin was engaged to Hailey. By September, they were married. That's not moving on. That's running from something. Or more accurately, running toward a new narrative once the Selena storyline had been exhausted. Taylor would have seen through this immediately, recognizing it as another career move rather than genuine love. The most telling part? Justin has never truly let go of the Selena narrative, even after marrying Hailey. In April 2025, he posted memes that fans interpreted as shade toward Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco. The Daily Mail reported on this childish behavior, which included a Gollum clip captioned, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." This man is married with a child and still throwing shade at his ex who has finally moved on. If that doesn't scream, "I use this relationship for relevance and I'm mad she's no longer playing along," I don't know what does. Even more embarrassing was the 2019 incident where Justin accidentally exposed his Google search history, showing searches for Selena Gomez Coachella outfit and Selena Gomez Coachella outfit on stage. Elle magazine reported on his pathetic excuse, claiming that he and Hailey were watching his Coachella performance and Selena's video appeared in the related category. Sure, Justin, that explains why you specifically searched for her outfit, not just her performance. Taylor would have seen right through this excuse, recognizing it as more evidence that Justin was still trying to use his connection to Selena, even after marrying someone else. Actually, you know what? Let's establish the timeline because it is wild. Justin and Selena broke up for good in May 2018. By June 2018, Justin was publicly back with Hailey Baldwin. By July, just 2 months after his breakup with Selena, Justin was engaged to Hailey. And by September 2018, they were married. That's not a rebound. That's a calculated PR move faster than Kim K changes outfits at a photo shoot. Taylor, with her keen understanding of the entertainment industry and image cultivation, would have seen right through this hasty marriage for what it was. Justin creating a new narrative now that the Selena storyline had run its course. But here's where it gets really messy. Hailey Baldwin wasn't just some random model Justin happened to meet after breaking up with Selena. She had been lurking in the background of the Selena saga for years, often popping up whenever Justin and Selena were on a break. In fact, back in 2011, Hailey was actually a fan of Justin and Selena's relationship. People magazine documented how Hailey tweeted, "I'm for sure 100% team #Selena" on May 27th, 2011. Fast forward to her becoming Mrs. Bieber just 7 years later. That's like going from writing fan fiction about a couple to marrying one of them in real life. Talk about a plot twist. Taylor would have recognized this dynamic immediately. As Selena's closest friend, she would have seen how Hailey Hailey was positioning herself as Justin's backup option whenever things with Selena went south. And when the final breakup happened, Hailey was right there, ready to step into Selena's spotlight. During this tumultuous time, Taylor was Selena's rock. Entertainment Tonight reported that after Selena entered a mental health facility in 2018, shortly after Justin's marriage to Hailey, Taylor was a constant source of comfort for her. A source told ET that their friendship has helped each other through their highs and lows. The timing of Selena's mental health crisis is not coincidental. Seeing your ex of 8 years not only move on in record time, but get married to someone who had been waiting in the wings for years would be devastating for anyone. Add to that Selena's ongoing health battles with lupus and the public nature of this betrayal. And it's no wonder she needed professional help. Taylor understood this pain all too well. She's experienced her share of public breakups and has written entire albums about the emotional aftermath. But more importantly, she recognized the pattern of usage here. Justin had been using Selena for years, and now he was using Hailey to create a new public narrative that would keep him relevant. One of the most telling moments of Taylor's insight into the situation came when Selena played her Lose You to Love Me for Taylor and her mom.
But then there are other knockouts, like when I played her Lose You to Love Me before it came out. She and her amazing mom started crying, and then I started crying. You know, it's very sweet.
This song, with lyrics like, "In 2 months you replaced us, like it was easy," directly references how quickly Justin moved on with Hailey. Taylor and her mom weren't just crying because it was a good song. They were crying because they knew the pain behind those lyrics, the betrayal Selena had experienced, and the emotional toll it had taken on her. But here's where Taylor's support gets even more significant. She didn't just comfort Selena through the heartbreak. She helped her see the bigger picture of how both Justin and Hailey were benefiting from their association with Selena's name and narrative. Think about it. After marrying Justin, Hailey Baldwin became Hailey Bieber and instantly skyrocketed to a new level of fame. Her social media following exploded, she landed major magazine covers, and she launched her skincare brand Rhode to much more attention than she likely would have received as just another model. In many ways, Hailey's entire public persona became defined by her relationship to Justin, and, by extension, to the Jelena narrative. Taylor, being the media-savvy queen she is, would have pointed this out to Selena, showing her that both Justin and Hailey were using her story and her pain for their own celebrity gain. Remember Hailey's appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast in September 2022? She specifically addressed the Jelena narrative, claiming there was no overlap in their relationships, and stating, "I was never with him when he was in a relationship with anybody." Why was she still talking about Selena 4 years after marrying Justin? Because the Jelena connection continues to generate clicks, views, and relevance for both Hailey and Justin. Taylor would have seen this strategy from a mile away, keeping Selena's name in the conversation whenever their own star power starts to dim. Even more telling is how both Justin and Hailey continue to reference or shade Selena years after their marriage. In March 2025, a TikTok creator claimed Hailey liked a video mocking Selena and Benny Blanco's Interview magazine cover shoot. While Hailey's rep denied this, the pattern of engaging with Selena-related content continues. And Justin, in April 2025, he posted memes that fans interpreted as digs at Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco. The Daily Mail reported on this childish behavior, which included a Gollum clip captioned, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." These aren't the actions of people who have moved on. These are the actions of people who still need the Selena connection to stay relevant. And Taylor, being Selena's closest friend and confidant, would have helped her recognize this pattern of exploitation. While Taylor has never publicly called out Justin or Hailey, she's too classy for that. Her actions speak volumes. She's been consistently supportive of Selena's career moves, health journey, and personal growth, helping her create an identity and success that exists completely independent of the Jelena narrative that Justin and Hailey seem unable to let go of. When Selena released Lose You to Love Me in October 2019, Taylor was quick to publicly support it, calling it a perfect expression of healing. This validation from one of music's biggest stars helped shift the narrative from Selena singing about Justin again to Selena creating powerful, healing art. It was Taylor's way of helping Selena reclaim her story from those who were using it for their own gain. Taylor's support extended beyond just the emotional aspects of the fallout. She likely helped Selena navigate the business side of this very public triangle. Remember, Taylor is not just a musician. She's a business mogul who has mastered the art of controlling her own narrative and turning personal experiences into commercially successful art. She would have helped Selena see how to turn this painful chapter into something empowering, rather than letting Justin and Hailey continue to profit from her pain. The result? Lose You to Love Me became Selena's first #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that authenticity resonates more than the calculated PR moves Justin and Hailey were making. This success marked a turning point in how Selena approached her career and public image. Instead of being defined by her relationship with Justin, she began focusing on projects that brought her joy and allowed her to make an impact. From her hit Hulu series Only Murders in the Building to her beauty brand, Rare Beauty. Through Rare Beauty, Selena created the Rare Impact Fund with a goal to raise $100 million over 10 years for mental health services. Details can be found on their website. This isn't just a beauty brand. It's a movement born from her own struggles with mental health, many of which were exacerbated by her relationship with Justin and the public fallout of his marriage to Hailey. Meanwhile, what have Justin and Hailey done since their wedding? They've continued to reference Selena directly or indirectly, seemingly unable to let go of the narrative that boosted both their careers. It's almost as if they've realized that without the Selena connection, they struggle to generate the same level of public interest. Consider this. In the years since their marriage, Justin's music career has been relatively quiet compared to his Jelena years. Hailey has launched her beauty brand Rhode, but it hasn't generated the same cultural impact as Selena's Rare Beauty. They need the Selena narrative more than she needs them, a fact that Taylor would have helped Selena recognize. The contrast between how Selena has moved on versus how Justin and Hailey continue to reference her speaks volumes. Selena has found success and happiness that exists completely independent of the Jelena narrative. She's focused on her health, her career, and most recently, her relationship with Benny Blanco. When Selena announced her engagement to Benny in December 2024, Taylor's response was immediate and joyful. She commented on Selena's Instagram announcement, "Yes, I will be the flower girl." This playful, supportive response shows how their friendship continues to be a source of joy and stability, even as their lives evolve.
Taylor Swift has responded to her best friend Selena Gomez's engagement news in a very Taylor Swift way. This morning, Selena Gomez shared on Instagram that she is engaged to her long-term boyfriend Benny Blanco. The pair look extremely happy together, and she showed off this gorgeous Marquise ring. And of course, it didn't take Taylor long to comment on the post, "Yes, I will be the flower girl."
Meanwhile, Justin was posting shady memes. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Taylor celebrates Selena's happiness, while Justin seems threatened by it. It's almost as if he realizes that once Selena is married, the Jelena narrative will truly be over, and with it, a significant source of public interest in him and Hailey. One of the most powerful ways Taylor supported Selena was by being there during the creation of Lose You to Love Me, Selena's cathartic breakup anthem that directly addressed Justin's quick pivot to Hailey. When Selena played this song for Taylor and her mom, their emotional reaction wasn't just about the song, it was about what it represented.
But then there are other knockouts, like when I played her Lose You to Love Me before it came out. She and her amazing mom started crying, and then I started crying. You know, it's very sweet.
This moment marked a turning point for Selena. It wasn't just another breakup song. It was a declaration of independence from a relationship that had been used to define her for nearly a decade. The song's lyrics, "In 2 months, you replaced us, like it was easy," directly called out Justin's quick engagement to Hailey, exposing the calculated nature of that relationship in a way that resonated with millions of fans. Lose You to Love Me became Selena's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that authenticity resonates more than the manufactured drama Justin and Hailey were creating. Taylor, being the songwriting genius she is, would have encouraged Selena to channel her pain into art, not just for catharsis, but as a way to reclaim her story from those who were using it for their own gain. What's particularly telling is how differently Selena has handled her post-Jelena life compared to Justin and Hailey. While they continue to reference her directly or indirectly years after their marriage, Selena has created a life and career that exists completely independent of that narrative. With Taylor's guidance and support, Selena has focused on projects that bring her joy and allow her to make an impact. From her hit Hulu series, Only Murders in the Building, to her beauty brand, Rare Beauty. Through Rare Beauty, she created the Rare Impact Fund, with a goal to raise $100 million over 10 years for mental health services. Details can be found on their website. This isn't just a beauty brand. It's a movement born from her own struggles with mental health, many of which were exacerbated by her relationship with Justin and the public fallout of his marriage to Hailey. Taylor, who has her own experience turning personal pain into positive impact through her advocacy work, would have encouraged Selena to channel her experiences into something meaningful. Their friendship has been pivotal in helping Selena navigate the complex emotions of watching her ex quickly move on with someone who had been waiting in the wings for years. In Hollywood, where image is everything, Taylor helped Selena see the bigger picture, how both Justin and Hailey were using their connection to her to maintain relevance. Consider this. Since their marriage, both Justin and Hailey have continued to reference Selena whenever their own star power starts to dim. In March 2025, a TikTok creator claimed claimed Hailey liked a video mocking Selena and Benny Blanco's Interview magazine cover shoot. While Hailey's rep denied this, the pattern of engaging with Selena-related content continues. And Justin? In April 2025, he posted memes that fans interpreted as digs at Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco. The Daily Mail reported on this childish behavior, which included a Gollum clip captioned, "Girls on social media when they get engaged. These aren't the actions of people who have moved on. These are the actions of people who still need the Selena connection to stay relevant." And Taylor, being Selena's closest friend and confidant, would have helped her recognize this pattern of exploitation. What's particularly interesting is how Selena's career has flourished, while Justin's has been relatively quiet in recent years. With Taylor's guidance, Selena has diversified her career beyond music, becoming a successful actress, producer, entrepreneur, and mental health advocate. Meanwhile, Justin's musical output has slowed significantly, and Hailey's fame remains largely tied to her status as Justin's wife, and, by extension, to the Yelena narrative. Taylor would have shown Selena that true success isn't measured by public attention or tabloid headlines. It's about creating work that fulfills you and making a positive impact. This lesson has clearly resonated with Selena, who told Vanity Fair that Hollywood is a beast and emphasized the importance of being careful about who to trust, saying, "You are who you surround yourself with." That wisdom didn't come from nowhere. It came from having a friend like Taylor who values authenticity over industry games and has shown her what true friendship looks like in a town built on facade. What's also particularly telling is how Selena has handled the ongoing references to her by Justin and Hailey. Rather than engaging in public drama, she's taken the high road, focusing on her own life and career. This maturity didn't come naturally. It came from having someone like Taylor in her corner, showing her that the best revenge isn't clapping back, it's living well. In March 2023, when Hailey was receiving death threats from overzealous fans, Selena took to Instagram to condemn the behavior. Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. This response showed immense maturity and kindness, especially considering the way both Justin and Hailey have continued to reference her over the years. Taylor, who has navigated her share of public feuds with grace, would have encouraged this high road approach, knowing that engaging in public drama only feeds the narrative that Justin and Hailey seem desperate to maintain. Taylor's influence on Selena extends beyond just helping her navigate the Justin-Hailey drama. She's also been a model for how to handle health challenges in the public eye. Both women have dealt with significant health issues, Selena with lupus and mental health struggles, Taylor with an eating disorder she revealed in her documentary, Miss Americana. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of Selena's health journey has been the body shaming she's endured. Lupus and the medications used to treat it can cause weight fluctuations. Yet the media has relentlessly criticized her appearance over the years. In 2023, when body shamers came for Selena because of her weight, she clapped back with unprecedented honesty. "I'm a little bit big right now because I enjoyed myself during the holidays, but we don't care." She later revealed her weight fluctuations are related to her health conditions, including SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. This newfound confidence to stand up to critics didn't come from nowhere. It came from having friends like Taylor who value authenticity over society's impossible standards, a stark contrast to the image-obsessed world Justin and Hailey occupy, where appearances and public perception seem to be everything. Fans with chronic illnesses have noted how important Selena's openness has been for them. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "Admires her openness, feels less alone due to her sharing, relates as someone with mental and chronic health issues." This impact on others is something Taylor would have encouraged Selena to embrace. Both women have used their platforms for advocacy, Taylor for artists' rights and sexual assault survivors, Selena for mental health awareness. They've shown that celebrity can be about more than fame. It can be about creating positive change. If you enjoyed that and want to see more, click the video on your screen right now.